Hello, hello, hello. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm just so happy to be here to share this space with you all. I feel so blessed because I get to talk about um, these beautiful spiritual and holistic topics with you all, and really just get to really be raw, right? And be very authentic and just really be me. And so thank you for, being here, tuning in to me and to my work. And I love to open the space for us to talk too. So, again, like, how is everyone? I hope you all are doing well. I know right now at this time, there's a lot going on, and so please do not hesitate to reach out for help if you guys need help spiritually, holistically, right? Professionally, if you guys need help, go find that professional help that will serve you, right? Um, I want to talk too about what I was just talking and sharing on Facebook. If you guys were on Facebook with me, then you guys know what I'm gonna share more about. But if you guys aren't, I'm gonna be sharing about our spiritual gifts, like sort of like my understanding of it. Of like what is our spiritual gifts, right? And is it really considered new, right? Like, I'm not gonna like go specifically in details of the timeline because I don't have a timeline for it, but I'm gonna talk about, like, is it truly new or is it something that we have always had, right? So I want to talk a bit about that, and then I just want to also do a big announcement actually about what I've been up to and what I want to share more about myself and my business. Okay. So on Facebook, I was there sharing a bit about what's going on. Um, and I wanted to share too that there's so much more to share, but I only have so much time. And so I am only going to touch base on certain things. I'm gonna be a little more on the general side. If you guys want to know more, talk more, like, we can definitely, chat more. Let's say, really, if you're interested, sorry, like, message me, right? We can talk more there. So I'm gonna also say that I'm gonna be offering readings, okay? Sorry, guys. Whew. I'm gonna be offering free readings. These are small mini readings, okay? I'm not these are general mini readings, okay? So it's not gonna be something specific per se, but it's gonna be what your highest soul is trying to tell you. So you could pick from either an intuitive art reading or oracle card reading. Okay, so my intuitive art reading is basically me drawing, painting on this little sheet, and then as I do it, I relay the message. Otherwise, if you want to do this version, oracle cards, feel free. I'll just post some cards for you. Um, I want to talk more about. I want to rewind a bit to spiritual gifts. You know, what are they, right? And how long have we had them? Um, and then I'm gonna, really just keep the floor open to whoever is interested. Rosanna, oh, we love an intuitive art reading. Yeah, yeah, I can do one for you. Um, let's see. Can you let's see. Okay, I can do one for you. So it's gonna be here. Thank you. It's such an honor to be trusted to, do this because definitely when you do these intuitive readings, always, always, always have someone who you can trust too. Okay. Someone that you've been following, right? Don't have someone random, right? Because you just never know. Okay. So I want to say there's a few things here. Okay, so yeah, I just felt a lot of nervousness. So I think let's start out by taking a deep breath in and out. Okay. Is it Rosanna? I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, I'm just feeling like a lot of nervousness, so don't feel nervous. I'm gonna try to keep it as general as possible, okay? I'm not trying to like tell your whole egg, okay? um, so, but if you want to know more or an extended reading or really deep dive, like you could just book with me and we can go all out, okay? And it'll be a 60-minute reading. So you could there's a link there. Okay, real quick though, real quick, you guys, everyone, before I do this reading, I just want to say too that I'm just so happy to announce that I created a stand store. This stand store was created ooh, like in the springtime, okay, but I just never had the no, it was during very late spring to early summer, okay. I just didn't have it just wasn't the right moment intuitively. I just kept feeling it, and I read into astrological readings too. Like I follow astrologers, okay? And I do try to keep up with uh what's happening in the stars so that I'm not mixing things. Of course it's not always 100%, but I do stick a bit with I try to be as logical, but then I also mix it with a little spirituality, so I stay on track. So there's some function there for me to, follow through with. So it was saying to me when I was reading my astrology chart, or with, I wasn't reading, but then I was following astrologers. And this is Vedic astrology, not Western. It's Eastern, okay, sidereal. So go look it up if you guys are interested to learn more about Vedic. It was like, oh, don't don't put out a new business, and don't put out a new business yet during June to July because there's a lot of heat. And so that's why I was like, oh, okay. So okay, so I want to just say yes, I've opened a sand store. All my information are in the link. You guys can click there and get get more information, right, about what my readings are, what my sessions are, the prices and everything, and see what's a good fit for you, and really book with me, and let's dive deep, right, to learn more about you. So let's see, I'm just feeling this like like I don't know if you're still here, but I'm gonna do this reading. I'm gonna continue to do this reading. And if you are here, and I'm not seeing you, I'm not seeing like the little person icon, so I don't like. I'm seeing it as I don't see like a number there, so I'm like, oh, probably. I don't know if you're still on, but there are some questions that I was looking forward to ask. But it's okay if you're not here. I'll just do the reading. Oh, still here. Okay, I just want to make sure because my little icon, person icon, is like, oh, they're not here. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I just have some few questions. Because as I read for you, I just want to make sure I'm on track. Okay, let's see. There's something about your birthday. Um, like it's highlighting like your birthday. Like there's something about your birthday here. Let's see. And I'm getting right away the color yellow. You can see here. It's this gold. It's this brighter yellow, and I'm feeling like either. Let's see. So I'm just kind of like painting whatever comes out, you guys, that I'm feeling towards the energy of the individual that I read. I don't like try to make out what the image is until very at, like closer to like I'm finishing the photo or picture. I mean, the art piece. So I just kind of let it. Um, I just kind of like let it happen, right? And I feel like there's a lot of okay, let's see. There's just a lot of go to. Um, so there, it feels like there's a lot of energy here because when I get the color yellow, then it's always about a surge of energy that needs to come through, that needs to be pushed out in the individual because the individual, so you, um, is holding on to a lot of things that you need to really push out and speak up about. And maybe you are, but there's something here that is kind of holding you back too, okay? And it's asking you. So what spirit's saying is like you've been holding back and it's been making you feel like no matter where you are when you try to speak up, it's as if your throat is closed. That's why like I've been feeling like my throat like just like kind of like I can't. I'm trying to talk, but but it's kind of hard. So it's your right now you're in a phase where you're learning how to really share and speak your truth, okay? I hope that makes sense. And I think there's a lot here that deals with someone, a male figure. Um maybe maybe it's someone of like family, okay? And I'm feeling like I'm really feeling it's a family and you have allowed this relationship to have really closed like kind of close like have you close up, okay? So what your higher soul is saying is that right now your journey here is about speaking your truth, having the power to open your voice. And you see here, it's here is a flower. Sorry, right here is a dandelion flower, and then here is like just like a more abstract of your like the energy that's trying to go out of your system. So there's an imbalance right now, and I don't know if you feel that. Let me know if I'm on track because I really want to know too and stay on track. So I'm seeing like swirls, like swirls. Let me know. That's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, just let me know if I'm on track. Maybe there are things I want to say too that sometimes there are moments where you can't really recall on the spot, right? And that's perfectly fine. But later on after the reading, people are like, "Oh, right. Yeah. That." And I just want to really highlight that it's okay to not remember or to know, but I want you to go back uh, on your own time and really figure out like what's holding you back. Like that's what spirit is saying. Spirit is saying what is holding you back to showing your true self, to shine light on yourself. Because this light is the light that's actually um, being held back. And so it seems as if, like, when you do your work, whether it's like a project or work career, you're not really satisfied. Like, you feel like, oh, you're just doing it, but you don't feel like, oh, I'm actually taking a true part to this and I'm having like true joy. Like, there's no true joy moment. Like, you're just kind of in it to take care of things and get it done. You're not in it to really enjoy it. So it's also asking you like what kind of joy can you what kind of joy can you bring to this space here, okay? Uh I'm seeing swirls and I'm almost feeling like it's being playful again, okay? And that's why like the color yellow too is coming out because I feel like it's about being playful, okay? And trust me, like, okay, like maybe it's a little like confusing, but many people like I do these artwork, right? And these artwork, like I kid you not, are really here to also, even though it may sound okay, like I hope this doesn't sound far fetched. Even though the reading that I give to you today may sound a little like, no, that's not really me, or hey, I think there's more to it, or hey, it was a little on the negative side, or hey, it wasn't what I expected. The painting though, let me tell you, the visual piece that I paint for you, it it carries your energy, but in a very it does carry your energy, and it does really help elevate your space, okay? Like I know it sounds so far-fetched, right? Because we're always like, how does this help you, right? So why I like doing paintings, because it holds a piece of you visually when you have the reading. And so if any positivity that you are able to take from my reading, you can you have this as a visual. And so this is to remind you, this is to uplift you, to to be anchored and to know like, hey, I'm this is exactly where I need to be. Like I need to be in charge of my life. I need to have positivity. I need to have fun. I need to be able to speak my truth, right? So this serve as a really a reminder too, and it's really helpful to like add it to like your like personal space, or to like add it to your office, or just to your sacred space, right? So that's why I do offer these too. And it really does build character too, because like we are just here in life, right? And we feel like, oh, whatever, and like sometimes we go out and we're like, "Oh my gosh, this painting is so me," and then we buy it, right? That's defining you. So for me, I'm here doing an actual like personal like painting for you, and you in general, right? To really help you understand like this is obviously my interpretation too, but this is what spirit is showing me, guiding me to really lay it out on a piece, so you can visually see well, where is the energy, where's my energy, like what is the symbolism, right? To help direct me, to navigate me. So it's just so awesome to have these pieces as a reminder to really elevate our space, our time, right? um but this is your piece, and I think I get it. I love it. Yeah, people are uncomfortable with the things I say, especially family members. Okay. Yes, yes. Very on point. I have this thing when I speak, people reject. Yeah, so it's just like you feel rejected, and it just keeps feeling like it's this feeling where it like things don't fit. And I think where you choose to fit, that when you choose to let go of ego, right? And you choose to say, hey, this is where I fit, this is where I belong, this is me right here, right now, speaking my truth. I think that's going to really elevate you. That's going to bring more into your space, your growth. And I think that's what spirit is trying to help you see. Uh, uh, s- okay, spirit, is there anything more? Yeah, so it just feels like there's this space here, right? That's all white for you. It's telling you to fill in the blank, right? When you are in a point, you're at a point, right? I mean, when you're at a crossroad and you don't know where to go, fill it in. Like let it be. Like fill it in with what you feel is right, okay? Cuz I think there's been many times where you have lost faith and you don't know where or what or how, right? And you're like, you just lose all, you lose that motivation to really be you. But what spirit, your higher self, is saying is fill it up with you. You see, this is your energy here. So it's filling up this whole space. So you see, like it's kind of a like it's coming through, right? Oh, let's see, it's coming through, right? And so it's asking you, fill in the space, fill, also to, what's that? I just got the message, but oof, like it like flashed. Okay. So it's like, when you're in the room and you're like, it just feels very like, okay. So what Spirit's saying is to take space, or do you understand what I'm saying here? It's at spirit and your higher self is asking you to just hold space for you. Yeah, that's the word. Hold space for you to take that space and to own it. Okay. Yes, I have. I can allow everyone to feel what they feel and I don't take it personal anymore. Yeah. So that's really where you have experienced growth, but it's also now coming back. There's so many layers to this too. Okay. Like, yes, we have overcome a certain obstacle where we learn and we know and we understand, like, okay, it's nothing personal, right? But there's also the growth of, hey, how do we actually feel about it, right? Like, we have to be very, very honest with ourselves. And so what Spirit is saying is to really go back to that space and own it. Take space, right? Fill it up with you, because you are the one that is going to really bring out, uh, you're gonna shake, like you like kind of shake up the space, right? To get people like to think like, okay, is there more to this, right? You don't just take it for what it's worth. I feel like you love to go a little deeper, and I think the challenge really brings, the challenge bring others to see and face themselves through you, okay? Because we are always a reflection of one another, okay? Yes, take up space. So yeah, I hope this makes sense for you, Rosanna. There's just so many great things that you still have on your journey to shine your light. Okay, so don't hesitate. You are very resilient. Okay, like the dandelion. Okay, you see how they're all on the fields. You can never get rid of them. That's kind of like your energy. Like, you can never get rid of Rosanna. Like, she will be there. She will show up. I love it. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, so I have this. It's like let's get the measurements of this, because I'm just like, okay, let's see. So this is a 5.5 by like four and 1/4, right? A four and 1/4. So yeah, it's like a four by five almost. Yeah. So it's really cute and small. If you are interested in it, definitely message me. You can purchase this. We can talk about, you know, all of that good stuff. But I really like this piece. I just feel like it's so cute and it's so you. You're like the sun, I feel. And I think you have to just keep shining your light. Like, don't let anybody dim you out, because I feel like there was some muckiness coming through, and I feel like lately you have been feeling so like low energy. So it's also asking you to start cleansing yourself, and like cleansing yourself in the sense that you are taking time to really take care of yourself, right? It doesn't have to be anything spiritual, but it could be in the sense of going to a spa, right? Releasing the energy, going to a beautiful lake, releasing the energy, right? Seeing the water just flushing away all the negativity that you've been holding onto. Okay, so you need a refresh, and that's why you are here at Intuitive Refresh. Anyone who stops by me knows it, that they always get a refresh, right? A refresh, or they feel refreshed, or they're there to really be re-energized. And also, even my logo, y'all, I kid you not, like, ooh, like that yellow. Ooh, I love that yellow, that gold. I love it because it it just really speaks to my energy too. Okay, so yeah, this is for you. I It was such an honor, and I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, this was fun. Not fun in the sense that, oh, this is just for me to like mess around, but no, 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 no. Like this is very fun in the way that, hey, let's have fun again, right? And I think again, your spirit team or your angels, your higher self is saying to go back, have fun again, okay? So tomorrow, go do something fun. Go do something like sporadic, like spontaneous. Go back to little you and what did little you want to do? Okay. And go do that. Go dance or just go make art, right? Do something fun. Okay. So this is for you. Awesome. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Rosanna. Thank you so much again. I don't know if anybody else is going to come through, but that's sort of what I do for these intuitive paintings. Um, this is the intuitive art reading. So usually, I do this and I think I paint a bigger size, obviously, but this is just for fun. Like this is just for like mini readings, but usually I paint slightly more of this size for intuitive art. And then for my intuitively inspired painting, which is totally different, um, I paint a 9 by 12. And that one, I actually take a lot of time to tune into energy. So obviously, there's a big price difference. But that's what I do, you guys. I love doing this. I love including art, incorporating art because art, in the sense of it just being comparing to like spirituality, both forms are both forms are art, like they're free flowing, they come through, they just mix so well. And so that's why I blend the two. So that's what I do. I am an intuitive artist and coach. I incorporate art with my intuitive readings, as well as I can offer coaching and clearing pathways, as well as to better navigate right where you are in life. If you guys are interested, I have one time coaching sessions too. And I also do energy clearing and rejuvenation, which is really helping you going to a deep meditative state and jumping into timelines and the jumping into the timeline that you are needing to jump into to really go and rework um, the inner child wounds that you have, or sometimes even past lives, right? But I try to stick with uh, inner child wounds in this lifetime, okay? But if other things do come up, then I let it happen, right? But really, it's being the observer, going back in that time, reworking that, and healing that part so that it could have a ripple effect and really create peace within that timeline for you, okay? And then also boosting your energy with like a chakra, like with boosting your energy by working through each chakra. So that's the rejuvenation part, but a lot of fun stuff that is going to actually really benefit us to grow and elevate as a conscious being. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have more questions, just feel free to message me. If you guys want to know more, don't hesitate. All my info are in the Stand Store link. If you guys want to message me via, Facebook, do it. Love to hear more from you as well if you have anything that you guys want to touch on. But yeah, with that said, I am going to close this session since I know it's a little later now, and I feel like there's been a lot of things that I have really mentioned that I feel there's one more thing actually real quick. So before I jump off, right? I just want to highlight too that our gifts, right? I totally missed this part. Our gifts here and now these gifts that we have that we're currently experiencing, right? All these spiritual awakenings, um, whether it's tuning in with energy, being psychic, right? Whatever. These gifts, or being in going into a meditative state and healing and quantum leaping, all these gifts are not new. Okay. Now, what are these gifts, right? These gifts are gifts that we so like that we have taken with us, that have carried with us, that we have full like uh what's the word, like we have had these gifts for so long. It's our birthright. That's the word. It's our birthright, and our gifts are here. Our gifts are here to stay. Okay. That's why so many of us are waking up right now. And so in different communities, we may feel like, oh, the newer age, right? This is like the newer age, right? And people are wondering, like, oh, the new skills or the gifts, the spiritual gifts are coming through right now. Some the generational differences, like the older generations are saying, oh, it's new. Oh, we don't know what it is, right? Or it's so different, like it's not what we are used to. And that's fine, right? We're all at different levels of learning and growing. But all I want to say and highlight is that all of our skills here and now is not new. We have always had it within us, and necessarily we don't necessarily like just create these out of the blue. These are all gifts that have come through before, that we are downloading, but we don't know we are doing that. We just think, oh well, I did this, and so I've never done this before, so it must be new. Like, yes, it's new in that sense, but then timeline wise, dimension wise, if you go, we are we're multi-dimensional. So, and once you tap into yourself, your energy, your work, your light codes, your everything, and you align with yourself, you will discover your skills and what light work you do or bring, right? You are a light bringer, right? You shine light to things that needs to be brought up. So I didn't even know, but my whole life I've always like been in very, very artistic. And so I'm always like, okay, what do I do with this? Because we are always told artists can't make money, artists starve, artists, don't have a real job, right? All of these false beliefs are just programmed into our mind to create fear, to keep us at a lower vibration. But it's that once you start making art, that's where the true power in us open up. And that's why the shadow entities, or the shadow workers, that I mean, there's shadow work, right? But there's the shadow entities that I'm talking about, that's not really in the highest alignment, that wants to see us, not thrive. They are here to keep us at a lower vibrations. And so that's why if anybody tries to, like, if a strong power is trying to say, hey, you can't do this, that's kind of like a hint, like, oh, so they're trying to silence me because they know I'm closer to my power, right? I'm getting closer and closer. So that's why all of those things are affecting us, and as a collective as well, and as individuals. So really, like, the skills that we have now that we are trying to reach out to are all the skills that we have developed through timelines, and that we have brought over with us as we are here as earth beings, right? Because these are our natural gifts. No one is not talented, right? No one is just not talented. Everyone is talented. Everyone does have something to offer. That's why everyone is here right now, because we're all going to play a big piece into bring this whole shift to the world consciousness, right? So don't for a second think we are not important, or, oh, I do this, it's not important, or play little, right? Don't play little. It's when you play little that's when things get really messy, because you're like, well, I do this, but I don't really do this. And then, like, you are not giving yourself the credit, and then you feel bad, and then you don't feel enough. And that's again the cycle being perpetuated, the cycle of self-worth, like self-worth, right? And fear, right? So I just want to say, let's break out of that cycle, okay? This right here is proof. Like, I just let it happen, and it turned out to be this beautiful piece. I didn't like try to control, like, oh, and I have to be honest, sometimes there is a little ego there. But art, when you do art in this type of way, I feel like for me there's less ego versus like just, you know, uh physically talking, right? But more and more as you fine tune your skill, your intuition, and you let things flow like this, it's gonna just come out naturally, and you're gonna see that, oh, there's more to it, right? And so I just want to highlight today that our skills, our gifts has always been here with us, and we are here to awake, to be awakened, and to really bring out our gifts to share with everyone. Today I'm and you know, today I'm here. I'm sharing my gifts, right? You know, I'm going to keep sharing it. I'm not going to stop, because they're really like deep down, we have to keep moving. Like, there's a momentum here, okay? Um, and it's good. Movement is good. I always highlight that on my TikTok, that when you feel stagnant, move, because physical moving is going to help you, right? With art, physical, it's physical, okay? This type of art, right? So it's all physical, and it helps get the energy flowing. So I just want to share that with you all. If there's anything else I want to cover, I'll come on live again and share that with you all. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a beautiful Friday night. Okay. Love you all, and stay well, stay safe.